Hi. Yesterday was fun. I'm trying to keep my composure. I'm trying to keep my composure. All right. So yesterday, the Pixel 4a, the Pixel 5, or yesterday, the Pixel 4a 5G, the Pixel 5 was announced. You guys know how I reacted to it. I was very animated about it, but it's because I have very strong feelings regarding the Pixel lineup. You guys know this. I also wear my heart on my sleeve, my emotions on my sleeve. Yes, it's a phone, but this is more than just the price of a phone. This is about the whole deal about consumerism and getting value for your money. And I feel like I'm going to have to keep writing this over and over and over because I feel like a lot of people aren't understanding where I'm coming from here. The Pixel 5 is going to be an excellent phone. The Pixel 5 will be an excellent phone. I don't think a lot of us are doubting that. But is the Pixel 5 worth $700? Is the value there? No. No, not for $700. I mean, there's value to it, but it's not, the value isn't $700. Is the value on the Pixel 4A 350, yeah, there's tons of value for the Pixel 4a at 350, but for double the price, I'm excited about the 4a 5G. I'm also excited about the 5. I just wish the 5 wasn't priced at $700, but we're going to talk about that. It looks like it's a lot more calm right now. So let me say hi to everybody. I know I'm going to get riled up. I really don't want to, but I know it's going to happen. We're going to talk about all of this. We're going to talk about it all. I'm trying to internally like not get upset, but I know that's not going to be the easiest. Deepak Murthy was here first. Deepak, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you, Deepak. As always, welcome. Aiden is in here as well. Aiden Brockman. Did I say that right? Aiden, I did add you to the intro and outro for the stream. So thank you for being a new YouTube member. Thank you for signing up for the Predator tier, the higher tier. I appreciate that, Aiden. Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome. Gaming Law is in here third. What's going on, Gaming Law? How are you doing, man? Yeah, Aiden, just DM me. I'll give you access to that Discord. Team Verizon says, finally got my Pixel 4a. Case arrived on the same day too. Having some fun with it at the moment. That's awesome, Team Verizon. How you liking it? I'm sure you're enjoying it. Let me know what you think about it. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on it. Mr. Russell, Pixel J, what up? You're on a rant today. I don't know if I'm gonna be on a rant today. I'm like trying to. I gotta keep the blood pressure low. But we are going to talk about it. I will probably rant later on. Just trying to calm myself for now. It's very hard to calm myself at the moment. Ted is in here. What up? What's going on, Ted? Welcome to the stream, man. Nice to see you. Tech for Your Needs. I see you here as well. Hello, folks. What's going on, Tech for Your Needs? Welcome to the stream. Oh, you did DM me. Yeah, I'm sorry, Aiden. Like work, I'm super busy. So like even yesterday after the stream, I took a minute to like calm down and then I had to go to work. I have my other channel. I have a ton of shit to do. So I will get to you, Aiden, and I'll get you that access later today for sure. Jeffrey, Jeffrey, what's going on, man? What up? Aiden says deep breaths for sure. Tech for Your Needs says Pixel 4a 5G and Pixel 5 both are 5G. Yes, but some have different 5G than others. By that I mean millimeter wave. We're gonna talk about it. Will ZZZ says, when it comes to quote unquote value, what percentage is hardware and what percentage is software? I mean, I think they're all equal parts. Just depends on that value. I'm trying to think if I need to add anything else to that, but I think the value comes in both sides of the equation. But if I had to break it down into percentage, I don't know if I would say 50-50. I just, the entire thing makes the value, but hold that thought because I'm going to talk about that. In a bit. Krishna, what's going on, Krishna? Hey, Jerome, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you as always. It's nice to see you come in here regularly now because I know you were gone for a bit, but I'm happy to see you, man. Welcome. Team Verizon says, I hope we get the Black Friday / Amazon Day / Boxing Day UK deals on the Pixel 5. I have questions about that too. There's a lot I need to talk about, but we will. Team Verizon, welcome. Did I say welcome? Yeah. Okay. Jeffrey, switch from the Pixel 3 XL to the Pixel 5. I mean, that's hard for me to answer because I would say I would. Like, why wouldn't you get the newest, latest, greatest? But I don't know what your priorities are for that. Also, where do you live, Jeffrey? Are you going to be paying $700 for it? Or are you going to be saving some money and getting it cheaper elsewhere? but we'll talk about it. I keep saying that there's going to be a lot to talk about. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to talk about, but we'll figure it out. Max Tech Studios. Hi, how's it going, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Paul Hendricks in. Hey, Paul, how's it going, man? Welcome. Krishna Chandak. Am I saying that right? Hey, brother, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome. Deepak says, think about this. I bought the OnePlus Nord for around $420. Same 765G and awesome software. With the G Cam, the camera is excellent. Yeah. I mean, and I think this is, I have a lot of thoughts. The $700 price point is still not correct for the Pixel 5. Gaming Law says, I hope they release the gray version from the press release photos. I haven't even seen that. I'm so far behind on the news that I haven't kept up. Paul says, let's see. Yesterday, 200 plus. No, yesterday was a fluke, Paul. Yesterday was because I was watching the event and a lot of people came, I guess, to watch my reaction to the event. Crazy. Yesterday was, I think it topped out at 250, right around there. There were a lot of people. I felt bad because I wasn't able to go through chat and talk to everybody, but I'm hoping it'll be a little more calm today, which, by the way, I need to thank people for yesterday. Yesterday, the chat was crazy. I couldn't keep up, but people did super chat yesterday. So I want to thank, I'm looking at, because I had to write it down here. Craig Glover with a £2 super chat. Thank you, Craig. Brian also with a $2 $1 super chat. So Brian, thank you. Krishna also with a $2 super sticker. Krishna, thank you, man. Renoir, Sakrapon. Renoir, I don't know if Renoir is in here again today, but Renoir Renoir left a $5 super chat. So Renoir, thank you so much. Will D with a $2 super chat as well. Looking forward, or send the link. And then Chris with a $1 or £1.99 pound super chat. UK orders of Pixels get wireless Bose headphones. And actually, we're going to talk about a lot of this today. Miles Morales, hello. What's going on, Miles? How's it going? Will says the price isn't too bad. Will, you and I are going to fight because you left something on my Twitter today. And I was like, is Will hallucinating or am I hallucinating? Was Will not on my stream yesterday? Because we're going to talk about it. Amin, what's going on, Amin? Hey, Jerome, I watched your refeed video on your other channel yesterday and you seem surprisingly calm. That video was recorded the day before, Amin. That video wasn't recorded yesterday. I edited that video. Also, by the way, that's why I've been very busy. I have 2 channels now that I'm taking care of. But yeah, thank you first of all, thank you, Amin, for watching my other channel or supporting there. But yeah, that video was taped on what day was that? Tuesday. Team Verizon says, so far my biggest complaint is games are not displayed in full screen. Wish Google would ditch the black borders and do what Samsung does with a full display setting. Team Verizon, thank you for sharing that with your 4A, because I don't game, so I don't really, I don't really test that out, but I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Miles says, would you rather buy a phone which has good service centers in your country or the one which offers poor services, but you like the phone? You mean as far as cell reception? Is that what you mean? I'm not exactly sure, because I think you need kind of both to have a good experience altogether. G Burial, Jerome, what up, man? What's up, G? What's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Brian Wu, what's going on, Brian? $699 Pixel 5, $700 Pixel 5, $500 Pixel 4a 5G plus extra hardware plus Google's mark. Oh, wait, that's what you're saying. $700 Pixel 5 equals a 500 Pixel 4a 5G plus extra hardware plus Google's marketing. Yes. Extra hardware, though, is a little cheaper elsewhere than it is here in the States. We're going to get into it. Good morning there, Jerome. Well, good afternoon from Chicago. I would say your name, but I can't pronounce it because I can't read that. But yes, good afternoon. Hi. Jeffrey says, definitely appreciate your streams. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for stopping by, for watching, everyone who's in here. Thank you so much. Krishna says, I cleared up my schedule to catch your stream as much as possible. You'll see me more often now. Krishna, thanks, man. Thank you for making it. Thank you for making some time to talk tech and discuss what's going on. Fear the Roo 42 says, "Hey there, Jerome, loving the Halloween spectacles." Thanks, Fear the Roo. I mean, it has nothing to do with Halloween, but I'm glad you made that observation. All right. Craig Glover is in here. Hey, Jerome. Good evening, buddy. What's going on, Craig? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. All right. I've ordered the Pixel 5 Sword of Sage yesterday via my friend in the UK for £599. There you go. Chad Rennick. Chad, what's going on, man? Welcome. Sounds like Google is afraid of the 4A 5G will sell better than the 5. Why else would they release it a month later than the 5? That's a good question. I don't know. A lot of us don't know the behind the scenes of why they do some of the stuff they do, but I have a few thoughts on that. I have a few thoughts on a lot of things. We'll see what I'm going to cover today. But Chad, welcome. Hiral Ganger, am I saying that right? Hiral, why is there no Pixel 5 in India? Hiral, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know if Oskin is in here just yet, but Oskin is from India as well, and he complains about this all the time. Haral, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you, though. Zane Beg, hey, Jerome, do you think the reason we're getting it on the 29th in North America is because they moved the factory to Vietnam? I also ordered the Green Pixel 5. Should arrive from October 30th to November 4th. Excited. That's a good point. I have no idea. I wasn't even sure about the whole manufacturing process for all of that, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure, but that's a good point to bring up. If you find any more info on that, let me know, because I had no idea. Will says, give yourself some credit, Jerome. You're at 34. I know. No, I'm very thankful for my audience, for the listeners, for people to come by. For anyone that's in here, we are going to talk about the Pixel 5. I have a lot of thoughts about the Pixel 5. I want to get your input as well. Hopefully chat won't be so crazy that I can't keep up with everything, but I feel like we're already 20 minutes into this and I'm still far behind in chat. So I might have to cut chat early and start talking about what's going on here. Oh, I read this already, but yes. Adrian Stanciu. Adrian, how's it going? Hi, Jerome. Bring the Pixel 4a to Romania. I'll buy it unlocked. If I ever make it to Romania, I'll let you know. I'll buy one for you. So yeah, we'll be getting Bose headphones as well, worth 170 pounds. We're going to talk about all this stuff today. The YouTube TV rapper was awesome, though. Who are we talking about? What am I missing? I'm not sure. Paul says I can answer that for Jerome. It's Google. Yes, there you go. Great answer. That's why it's not in India. Because it's Google. I live in France. It's like 620 euros with Bose for free. Sounds like a good deal. Same deal in the US. Not the same deal in the US. Everywhere else, it's getting a better deal. In the US, we're getting the short end of the stick, but we're going to talk about that in a second. Okay. Krishna says, although the OnePlus Nord might look like a better deal, OnePlus can't beat the Pixel experience completely. But as Jerome said, at $700, the Pixel price is not justified with what it brought to the table. $500 to $550 is good. Yeah, I mean, Deepak Murthy knows that. Deepak and I, we feel very similarly about a lot of that stuff. Deepak does have the Nord, and I think he knows that the camera's great, especially with Gcam, but it's still not a Pixel. I think we both know that. But at the price that he got it for, like, you just can't. That price, that value is there. Again, we're going to talk about that in a second. Tim Schumann. Hey, Jerome. What's going on, Tim? Welcome. Nice to see you in here. Krishna says they should have increased the price $850 and people will pay if they had the Snap 865. Some people would. I think the better answer is they should have just not priced it at $700. I mean, that's how I feel about it. Prayush says the Pixel 5 at $600 equals the 4A 5G plus extra hardware plus paying for Selena Gomez. Was that who that was yesterday? This is how bad it is. Who's the other person? Oh, I was thinking of Demi Lovato. Who was it? Yes, was that Selena Gomez yesterday? That's how much I know about it. Tech to Me Please says yesterday Google launch was a snooze. 400 house on music and a speaker. Or 40 hour or 400 hours on music and a speaker, 30 seconds on the Pixels. Wasn't that crazy? Wasn't that crazy how quick the phones got announced? It was like Pixel 4a 5G, Pixel 5. Sorry, letting the ambulance or police or whatever pass by. Yeah, and then that was it. It was just like quick, done, move on, end of stream. Thanks for watching. I have no idea. Tech to Me Please says the whole thing seemed to be filled in an IKEA. You guys were so good with the comments yesterday. It was so funny. It made watching it so much more enjoyable. XEZ Runner, what's going on? What are your thoughts on the smoothness with the mid-range hardware in the 4A/4A 5G/5? So I have the Pixel 4a. If you want to talk about the smoothness, it's smooth, but it's not smooth. Do you know what I mean? Using a Pixel 4a is not the same smoothness as using the Pixel 4. It does lag, it does stutter, it does hiccup. There are a few apps that I use that will have that. It's not perfect. The Pixel 4a in most basic situations works fine, but there are other situations where I've even had things lock up and I've had to close the app and reopen it, and sometimes things still wouldn't work. I'm actually going to talk about that as well because I think that's important to talk about. Oh my God, I don't know how much I have a new member. Oh my God. All right. Jeffrey became a new YouTube member. Jeffrey, thank you for joining the Phone Jerome fam. Everybody in chat who are YouTube members, please do me a favor. Can we throw some goddamn ambulance, whatever? Can we throw some Nexus emoji up in here for Jeffrey? Jeffrey, thank you for becoming a new YouTube member. Thank you for being part of the Phone Jerome fam. Feel free to use all the new custom emoji. I'll give you a link to the Discord. Just DM me at Phone Jerome on Instagram or on Twitter. But yes, Jeffrey, thank you for being part of the Phone Jerome fam. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. There's my thank you to you. All right, guys, I know there's a lot of chat, and I want to get through everything, but I know I'm not going to have the chance to. But let me just make sure that I didn't miss any new names or people I haven't seen in here yet. Fabio's in here. Hello, Jerome. Good deals on Pixels, but no money to buy it now. We'll wait for next year. Fabio, you're better off waiting. There's always going to be a deal coming up later. So Fabio, like, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Oh, you guys are killing it with with the Nexus emoji. Jeffrey, look at that welcome, man. Look at that welcome. Chris, hi, Jerome. What's going on, Chris? Welcome. Team Rise says, Jerome, the siren is the Google police coming to silence your thoughts on the pricing. I would have thought by now the neighbors are the ones that have been like banging on my door. Fear the Roof 42 says, Mrs. Fear the Roof 42 wanted me to tell you that she misses her Samsung Juke. It's okay to Google it if you have to. I don't know what that is. It wasn't not exactly a Razer phone. Sorry, typed re by accident. I've never heard of the Samsung Juke. I'll check it up. I'll check it up in a bit. Jerome, you'll never get to the stories. I know. I have to. There's something important I have to talk about today. Hackney Man, what's going on, Hackney Man? Managed to get a 5 in black. Great. I'm definitely going to sell the Bose headphones. Hopefully I can get 2 bills for it. I've seen them selling for £265. Look at that great deal. Look at that deal. Look at the deal there. Look at the deal in Canada for the Pixel 5. Look at the other deals that are going around for the Pixel 5. Who is getting the short end of the stick this time? The US. The US is. Why? Give me a second. Dugumeister, what's going on? Ayo, as someone who really prioritizes the form factor and size, 6 inches is the sweet spot for me. I'm the same way. Also, please don't. Dugumeister, yes, I know. That's what she said. Because of that, Pixel 5 sounds better than the 4a 5G, but $200 extra? Oh, I don't know. Right, exactly. What if, Dugumeister, what if it was $100 extra? Would it be worth it then? Would the value be better at that point. I would say so. I would think so. Definitely. Jennifer. Hey y'all. Jennifer, what's going on? Jennifer, welcome to the stream. Jennifer, also thank you for being a new YouTube member. Thank you for being part of the Phone Jerome fam. But Jennifer, if I'm not mistaken, are you already a patron? If you are, thank you. If you're not, if you're new, I'm gonna have to add you to the intros and outros. You're Jen J, aren't you? Jen J. But if you are, please let me know. But welcome, Jennifer. Nice to see you. I have a super chat for 100 rupees from, I can't pronounce your name, so I'm just gonna thank you. That's 2 in a row. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for supporting. For people who just super chatted earlier as well. Did someone super chat earlier already? Did I think so? I think I did. Either way, thank you guys. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the support yesterday. It means a lot to me. It's crazy. The community is growing, and it's a pleasure to see. I'm glad that you guys can sit here, talk, discuss, and just have a good have this like as a good tech stream. All right. Yeah, you are Genji. All right. I thought so. Thank you. Thank you for double dipping and being a patron. And I mean, you could do whatever. You don't have to stay on Patreon either. This is usually what I've been using at this point. But thank you, Jennifer. Thank you so much. Aiden says Taros probably hitting the price. Samsung doesn't have to deal with Taros because they pulled all of their manufacturing out of China a few years back. Yes, but one more thing that we have to talk about. And what we're gonna do now. Oh, okay, hold on. You can call me Vikram. I gotcha, Vikram. If I forget, you got to remind me, Vikram. Gotcha. Sudipto Tech. Hi, man. How you doing? I'm good, Sudipto. Nice to see you again. Welcome. Oskin says the new Chromecast is also not coming to India. Huh. Nothing's coming to India. Okay. Let's talk about the Pixel 5. Let's talk about the Pixel 5. Most of my stories today are coming from Android Central. Sorry, Android Police. They're coming from Android Police, not Android Central. Yesterday, I was clearly upset about the $700 price point on the Pixel 5. I don't think it's worth $700. I don't think you get the best out of your money for $700 on the Pixel 5. Today, I got a tweet from one of my good friends. I'm going to share it here with you really quick. So this morning on Twitter, yesterday on Twitter, Mark, whoever this is, I think he works for Google, wrote 90 hertz display, ultra wide camera, punch hole selfie camera, fingerprint scanner, metal body, water resistant, and it doesn't cost $1,000 plus. Pixel 5 is the best Pixel yet. And then I replied and I said, I can't stop laughing. All of these things are great. 90 hertz display, ultra wide camera, water resistant, fingerprint scanner, metal body. The fact that it doesn't cost $1,000, sure, those are all great things. The reason I couldn't stop laughing, I wasn't IRL laughing, but the reason that I found it funny is, yeah, it doesn't cost $1,000 plus. Why would it cost $1,000 plus? If it cost $1,000 plus, I would rage double the amount I raged yesterday. It's just a stupid thing to say here where you say it doesn't cost $1,000. Yes, you're comparing it to other phones that cost $1,000, but these other phones that have all those things and cost $1,000, they don't have a 765G chipset on there. Mark Guim, whatever your name is, Guim, Mark Gum. Mark, you're making it a lot more difficult for me to just not make fun of it when you say it like that. You don't point out the fact that the Pixel 5 has a 765G chipset on there. With that being said, Will, who was on my stream yesterday, decided to say, LMAO, Jerome, stop. Chipset is not everything. And I was riding my scooter this morning. I had to go return something. I was riding my scooter this morning, and that came on my phone, and I saw that, and I'm like, "Are you crazy?" I was gonna tell Will, am I hallucinating, Will? Were you not on my stream yesterday? Yes, the chipset is not everything. Obviously, I know that. The reason that I complain about this, the reason that I have a big deal with this is the fact that the Pixel 5, the value of the Pixel 5 is not worth $700. It is not worth $700. The Pixel 4a at $350, there's the value. The chipset is not everything. I completely agree with you. Chipset isn't everything. It's not the most important thing in the world, especially for people who use the most basic things. But at $700, it is not worth that amount of money. I had more to say about this. Right now, I don't know where my head is at. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to talk about the first. Oh, I have a new member. Jonathan Vericane. I'm sorry. Jonathan Vericane. Welcome. Thank you for joining the Phone Jerome fam. Thank you for being part of the Phone Jerome fam. Thank you for supporting. Please, I know I just said this earlier, but I had another YouTube member. I got another one. For people who are YouTube members, please, can we throw some Nexus emoji to welcome Jonathan? Jonathan, thank you so much. You now have access to custom emoji. DM me at Phone Jerome on Instagram or Twitter. I will give you a link to the private Discord where we converse about anything in there. But welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for being part of the fam. All right. So before I'm waiting for Will to reply. I have a feeling Will's going to say something in here. No, he's not. Will's listening. Here we go. Will says, but you're buying it because you want to pay it. They gave you 2 other options and at least one with the same camera. While you might be right, Will, I'm also, my hand is being forced to buy it. I want to see what it's capable of. Yeah, we do have other options, and it's great to have the other options, but I'm not going to agree with the pricing. Here's the thing too. This Pixel 5 could have been priced at $599. I have been talking for the longest time now that $700 is not the correct price for the Pixel 5. You know this. I've clipped videos with that. I clipped a video where I said, you're an idiot if you buy the Pixel 5 at $700. And then it got so much hate, or at least the like to dislike ratio. And I think people didn't even watch the video because the very first thing I said in that video after I clipped it is, I'm an idiot because I'm buying it for $700. Here's the thing. This Pixel 5 could have been priced at $599. It could have been a $600 phone. Why? Why is it $700 then? Why is it $700 then, Jerome? Why do you say that? Think about this. Remember when I was talking about John Intel processor pricing this phone at $700 US? And then I said, well, how is this going to be correct? Because someone else leaked the fact that this phone was selling in Canada for $799 Canadian, which is $600 US, cheaper. And then yesterday, giving headphones out in the UK, if you buy the Pixel 5 there, all these other deals going around, and you don't see these deals happening here in the States. And then I read this article. Well, so yesterday I was also raging about the Pixel 4a 5G UW, a Verizon exclusive, coming in white. They get the white color first. It will have millimeter wave, the angelic millimeter wave that is the best thing ever. All this bullshit, whatever, right? Not to mention the fact that the Pixel 4a 5G UW from Verizon is selling for $100 more. So if you want a Pixel 4a 5G UW with millimeter wave, you got to pay $600. Would you rather pay $600 to get millimeter wave, or would you rather pay $500 for the 4a 5G without the millimeter wave? Regardless if you're on Verizon or not. So let me go ahead and let me go ahead and get into the story here, because after I saw this, I was like, exactly. This article from Android Police says, including expensive millimeter wave 5G on the Pixel 5 was a big mistake, Google. Millimeter wave 5G is what everyone wants? Really? Which brings me back to my question. Who here has been using millimeter wave? Who here has been using it and has been getting those theoretical godly speeds? Who here has been actually using millimeter wave? Anybody? Anybody? Is anybody actually benefiting it? Is anybody actually benefiting from it right now? Anybody? So this article from Dave Ruddick, I used to work with Dave. This is when for people who don't know, people who are new here, I used to work with Android Police. It's been a while, but yeah. Anyway, I read this article from Dave or David, and I read it from beginning to end. And the entire time that I read that, I was like, yes. I agree 100%, 1000%. I need to share this with the world. So we're going to read this article. We're going to talk about why this phone should have been priced at $599 instead of $699. When it launches, the Google Pixel 5 will cost $699, $700 in the US, easily making it the most expensive Snap 765 device on the market globally. Again, here's the thing. This is a phone that is priced way more than it should have been. Is it still going to be an excellent phone? Yes, I think the Pixel 5 is going to be a great phone. I can't wait to use the Pixel 5. I wish I didn't have to pay $700 for it, but it's still going to be an excellent phone. I'm not taking any of that away. I think people who watch this, they automatically get super offended if I say anything bad because that's my phone. Don't talk bad about my phone. People should be able to be upfront about the pros and cons of a phone. And if you don't like that, then don't watch the video. Don't listen to me. You can watch MKQHQ and Unbox Face and Face, and they can tell you all the great things about the phone and never tell you the bad things about it. And whatever other people's names are, Spanky and Liver and Onions, tech reviews. So let me continue on with this article. For comparison, the OnePlus Nord costs around $470 in Europe, $470 US. Deepak Murthy was just talking about this. While the US sold LG Velvet retails for around $600. Both phones have larger screens, more cameras, in-screen fingerprint scanners, and still support the actually usable sub 6 gigahertz 5G being deployed globally. And I think that pretty much tells us what we need to know about why the Pixel 5 is commanding such a premium. Millimeter wave 5G, no one asked for or needs. So we can argue about this. You guys love to argue with me about this. Yes, the OnePlus Nord, the LG Velvet, they're cheaper. They use the same 765G chipset. They use the same 765G chipset as the Pixel 5, but it's not going to have the same cameras. It's not going to be the same experience. That's fair. I totally agree. That's why I don't own an LG Velvet. That's why if I had to pick a Nord or a Pixel 5, I would still pick the Pixel 5. But you look at the specs and you look at it on paper and you're like, yeah, they're really comparable. Why is this so much more expensive? Well, millimeter wave. Only the American Pixel 5 will ship with the antenna modules required for compatibility with millimeter wave 5G networks, and those antenna modules are expensive. A smartphone needs at least 2 and generally 3 millimeter wave modules in order to ensure those ultra tiny 5G waves aren't blocked by an errant hand, and Qualcomm is currently the sole supplier of them globally. Do you see what's happening here? This is technology that is not ready yet, but Qualcomm, Verizon, manufacturers, All these corporations are pushing 5G. Like, you need it right now, because if you don't, your baby's going to die. You're not going to be able to. I don't know what I was going to say. I was thinking of something funny, but 5G is not ready. But and it's something I've been complaining about forever, but they're trying to tell you that it's ready. They're trying to tell you that it's something you need right now, and you're going to pay the money for it. Or at least here in the States, you're going to pay the money for it. All right, let me continue. We're just FYI, we're going to talk about this today. I don't care. I can have negative 63 people watching this right now, because I'm going to take the time and I'm going to talk about this, and I'm going to bitch about millimeter wave, because nobody needs this right now. Could we eventually use it if they figure it out? Maybe. But right now, no. Nobody needs it right now. Nobody needs it right now. I'm trying to calm myself. I'm sorry. Okay. An industry analyst I spoke to earlier this year estimated that the per module cost currently stood in the $30 to $40 range, meaning that a phone could cost $60 to $120 more to build, all for the sake of adding millimeter wave 5G. Nobody is even using millimeter wave 5G right now. Can you imagine a company like Google? Can you imagine the business meeting for this? Verizon executives are sitting there, and then Google's people are sitting on one end, and Verizon is like, yeah, no, millimeter wave. That's what you need right now. You need millimeter wave. It's only going to cost an extra, I don't know, maybe $100. We're just going to put an extra $100 on it. Extra 100. But once they get millimeter wave, it's going to do everything, everything's going to be cured. COVID's not going to be a thing anymore. All the presidents that you love will be elected. The world peace, everything. It's just $100 more. Just do it. And then Google's like, are you sure? Because we've heard that it only covers 4% of the network in the US. And Verizon's like, well, no, just $100 more. Are you cheap, Google? Are you cheap? You can't pay $100 for it? And then Google's like, okay. Let's screw everyone over. You know what's funny to me? Remember last year when they didn't want to put a wide angle camera on the phone? Nobody needs a wide angle camera. Nobody needs a wide angle camera. Why would you? Wide angle camera? Who's using a wide angle camera? No, we don't put it on there. Don't put an ultra wide on there. Who needs it? And then in 2020, now it's like in 2020, they're in their heads, they're like, oh, well, if we don't put millimeter wave, they're going to get mad at us. So let's put millimeter wave on it. It's just an extra $100. Why not? Why not? All right. I'm trying to drive this point across, because millimeter wave, maybe next year would have been better. This year, no. Of course, Qualcomm is likely starting to lower its prices to encourage adoption, and those figures may no longer be accurate. But I have no reason to believe Qualcomm is now suddenly giving these things away. They're not. We have ample data points showing millimeter wave phones are simply more expensive than their sub-6 gigahertz only counterparts. That's not in dispute by any seriously informed person in this industry. What is disputable is the reasoning for their inclusion, and I take real issue with Google's decision here. So do I. Speaking to the Pixel team on a virtual Q&A after today's press conference, I asked about the logic behind adding an expensive, largely useless technology on the unlocked version of the Pixel 5. The answer I received wasn't very pleasing, but it was illuminating. Carriers. This is money. This is capitalism at its finest. This is trying to squeeze the most money you can get out of your consumer at any cost. Nobody needed this millimeter wave right now. Especially, here's the thing. I don't care if you add it on the phone, but if If I knew that it was going to cost an extra $100 to add millimeter wave on the phone, forget it. Don't add it on there. Don't put it on there. Not for an extra $100 to the consumer. Do you know how much press Google would be getting right now if the phone was priced at $599 instead of $699? If the phone was priced at $599, there would be so much. The articles wouldn't be the way they are right now. There would be so much more recommendation for a $599 price point than a $699 price point. Google claims that its carrier partners all want next-gen smartphones to support millimeter wave 5G. That may sound as obvious as it does unsatisfying, but I truly don't buy it. Both AT&T and T-Mobile have slowed rollouts of their millimeter wave 5G networks to an absolute crawl. AT&T only advertises millimeter wave as part of its 5G business offerings and tends to only build out where known corporate customer demand exists. There's no meaningful consumer marketing of millimeter wave at AT&T. Similarly, while T-Mobile does have a millimeter wave network it touts as part of its quote-unquote layer cake 5G strategy, no one believes its plans a mass rollout of the technology imminently. Funnily enough, the Pixel 5 won't even support T-Mobile millimeter wave at launch. Instead, T-Mobile will focus on its mid-band holdings, which offer a sizable chunk of the real-world speeds of millimeter wave at a far, far greater range. Oh, and T-Mobile won't even stock the Pixel 5 millimeter wave regardless. Real good job on the 5G upsell there, Google. So here, the thing is too, it's so pretty much where I see this going is they're not really considering AT&T or T-Mobile. T-Mobile and AT&T don't care about millimeter. AT&T and T-Mobile don't care about millimeter wave, but one company does. One company cares about millimeter wave. That leaves us with Verizon, which has been selling exclusive millimeter wave enabled versions of its own phones at a substantial premium. Usually that premium is around $100 extra. As millimeter wave is the only 5G network technology Verizon has yet deployed. Verizon will be selling the Pixel 5 directly, but curiously, it costs no more than the unlocked version of the phone. And yet, the Pixel 4a 5G, which Verizon will also sell in an exclusive millimeter wave UW model, will cost $100 more than its non-millimeter wave unlocked counterpart at $600. The math here is not difficult to understand, and only someone arguing in bad faith would fail to conclude that millimeter wave has substantially contributed to a higher retail price for the Pixel 5. It's inescapable. Google's effort to defend the millimeter wave decision lies in use cases like Stadia, Google Duo video calls applications, which tend to be demanding on bandwidth and latency. Sure, that's absolutely true. They are. The problem is, in the US, we have no millimeter wave coverage. It says here negligible. At that point, we don't have it. I'm still waiting for someone to talk to me about using millimeter wave and how it's been the most breathtaking thing ever, and that they get to use it inside their homes and not outside in front of a tower. Additionally, there's essentially no millimeter wave 5G coverage that's usable indoors right now and likely won't be for a long time. Most of those deployments are planned for or already in places like sports arenas and concert venues. And when exactly will we be returning en masse to those? Even with the outdoor millimeter wave coverage that currently exists, what exactly is the realistic use case here? You're going to walk to a specific street corner or park to take a video call with a better connection. Most of those times, those video calls are being done at home. You're going to stream video games in direct sunlight, all but guaranteeing your phone will almost immediately overheat. This is silly. These aren't real things people will do just to ensure millimeter wave coverage, and anyone earnestly arguing otherwise is just parroting the 5G marketing drivel Verizon and the like have been spewing for the past year. And that's to say nothing of the fact that T-Mobile's mid-band 5G would work just as well, and likely in reality better due to its coverage in these already fairly fanciful scenarios. You're telling me you need multi-gigabit millimeter wave for Zoom? Come on. In the end, Google was pressured by operators to add an expensive feature to its smartphone it doesn't actually need. And even if one day millimeter wave 5G is truly necessary, in a smartphone for the masses. That day will come long after your Pixel 5 heads to a local Goodwill or your friendly neighborhood e-waste facility. This is something that I've been talking about for a while. It's not ready. Nobody needs it right now. I'm going to have this Pixel 5 with millimeter wave technology that I paid an extra $100 premium for that I'm not even going to be able to use. And even if I did have Verizon, chances are it wouldn't be working on my phone regardless. I couldn't be sitting here right now running a speed test and showing you the theoretical speeds that millimeter wave would be giving me on my millimeter wave Pixel 5. All right. The future-proofing argument is legitimate nonsense. If we want to come back down to reality, I've got an unpleasant slice of it for you. AT&T and Verizon will gobble up hundreds of megahertz of actually useful new 5G mid-band spectrum this winter, and guess what? Your Pixel 5 won't ever support any of it. Positioning millimeter wave as some kind of 5G consolation prize is a bad, misguided move. Google should have known better. Google should have known better. I can't believe that the Canadian version of the Pixel 5 is going to be cheaper than the US version. I don't know if that Canadian version is going to have all of the same bands, if they're just removing millimeter wave antennas out of it. But if that's the case, can I buy a Canadian one then? Could I save some money on that instead? Because if I could, maybe I'll do that. All right, let me get into chat. I'm not gonna get through everything. I'm just gonna see what I have here. Sean says, "What up, Jerome in chat? What's going on, Sean? Welcome to the stream, man. Nice to see you." Big House is here too. Big House, how's it going, man? I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. I don't think I did. What's going on, man? What's going on? Oh, Gary's here. What's Gary doing in here? How's it going, Gary? Welcome. Tell Jerome to chill and just buy the 4A 5G. I'm already buying the 4A 5G, Gary. It's like, that's the thing too. Everyone, people in the comments or whatever, tell me to calm down. It's like, dude, why would I back down on a phone that's overpriced? I need to let people know that the phone's overpriced. If you want to still spend the money for it, knowing that it's overpriced, that's your choice. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it. I'm still going to be buying an overpriced phone for sure. But a lot of that is also to test it out and see if it's worth the money. It's probably not worth the money. Days One. What's going on, Days One? Welcome. Nice to see you. Video calls work perfectly on LTE with speeds of 50. LTE Advanced is fast enough for watching 1440p videos on YouTube without issue. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. The thing is too, here in the US, 4G speeds probably aren't even as good or perform as well elsewhere, like out in Europe. From what I remember correctly, or at least people in chat tell me, a lot of their speeds outside of the US or in Europe work so much better. I'm sure in many parts of Asia also work much better than what we get in the States. Thank you, Days One, for pointing that out. Krishna says T-Mo and AT&T know that 5G isn't ready for prime time yet. Verizon wants to sell something new to its consumers. Different companies, different strategies. Yeah, they also know that it makes some money. Jennifer says exactly why Apple is producing their 4G 12. What's going to happen is when this iPhone 12 comes out, especially if the iPhone 12 gets priced in anywhere between $649 and $749, because I'll be getting the 12 Pro, but that 12 at a $700 price point is probably going to kill the Pixel 5. Probably in camera. I don't know about battery. Performance. We'll see. All right. Jerome, you have to realize the Pixel would be dead without Verizon. No, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous to say that. It's ridiculous to say that. If you have a phone that works and performs well, and especially is backed by a company like Google, Google isn't some like third world like company. They're not a small name brand. They're Google, Will. They're Google. Verizon can fuck off. They can fuck off. The Pixel wouldn't be dead without Verizon. That's crazy. Google's still underselling their phones. They're not making money. They're probably not making money or the way that they think that they would, but Google could survive easily without Verizon. No, don't feed that. Don't feed that kind of talk in there. Who cares about these carriers? Why are we so dependent on what these carriers are doing? Google has their own. Look at what they did yesterday on their stupid launch night in. Look at all the money they poured into that. They have money for advertising. They can go ahead and hire 18 Demi Lovatos and 25 Selena Gomez's. And no, I don't like that's a ridiculous argument, Will. No, I'm not. I don't buy that. I don't buy that for a second. AM, TTC official. Yo, what's going on, AM? No. Yeah, I know, Gary. Welcome to America. It sucks. Fucking sucks. Dad Kid Patrick, if Verizon doesn't sell Pixels, there will be like 15 sold. We don't know these numbers. We don't know the actual numbers. I think a lot of us are guessing this. We don't really know where those numbers lie. And since when does all of this matter? That Kid Patrick, oh hello, by the way. I'm not here to hate on you. I'm not here to like Will knows how I get. Will I can rag on Will because Will rags on me anyway. But if marketing, if sales, if all of that was so goddamn important to Google, why are they only selling Pixel phones to 7 countries, to 3 countries, to 1.7 countries? They don't even sell their phones globally. They don't. Instead, they have these HGTV shows for launch night in. They spend all this money on other bullshit marketing. They don't care. Who cares about Verizon? Why can't a big company like Google perform like Apple? Why isn't Apple doing that then? Why do we have to, why can't Google take their strength as a company and command and say, this is our phone, this is how it's going to go, we're going to sell it? Who cares about Verizon? 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 Fuck them adding $100 to a phone, adding UW to the end of a stupid name of a phone already that's already stupid. Adding UW doesn't make it any better. No, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Like the stream. If you don't like it, dislike it. Go ahead and dislike it. I don't give a fuck. Please like the stream. It's a way to support. Thank you. I stream weekdays at 2 p.m. Central. Hit the subscribe button if you want to be a subscriber. I stream at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. I love you guys. I appreciate everyone's comments. I do. I talk to you guys because I think it's important that we see both sides of things. Sometimes my head can be one complete way, and then sometimes people will bring me back to earth and, say something else. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Scarlett says, calm down, guys. The US has always had the better pricing on everything until now. Scarlett, you're correct there. You're correct. I just want us to still keep getting the best deals. Scarlett, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Gantek says, Verizon, the company that used to slap their logos on Samsung home buttons. Yep. That's why, like, if you saw my one video that I made recently, I rag on Verizon all the time. You guys, if you guys are new to my channel and you don't know that, I rag on Verizon all the time because I hate their strategy of a lot of their shit. I don't like the way they market shit. I just, like, if you look right here, do you see how I added Verizon's logo 18 million times? because I try to make fun of them whenever I can. I cannot stand Verizon. I can't stand the fact that they charge $18,000 for a phone and they get to like add stupid shit on their name, price, bloatware, lock the bootloader, double lock the bootloader, throw the key away. Jerome, nobody buys Pixel. So who cares about Verizon then? Why does it matter? You bought a Pixel. I bought a Pixel. There are 67 people in this stream right now. There were 200 plus people yesterday that were watching it. They're probably going to buy Pixels. Do you think they're all Verizon people? No. This is ridiculous speak. This is ridiculous speak. Are you drinking the Verizon Kool-Aid? Because get off of it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Google can sell their own phone. They don't need Verizon's help. Google is a $1 trillion company, or Alphabet or whatever. They don't need somebody holding their hand. They don't need Verizon saying, here, let me help you walk across the street and sell you this phone. Oh, here's what you got to do on the phone. Put our logo on it 18 times. Oh yeah, lock the bootloader here. We'll update it when we're ready. Oh yeah, let's add the UW letters at the end of it. Let's charge an extra $100 because why not? Let's keep 99 of those dollars, but you can sell with us because we're Verizon. We're the best. You know, who cares about the rest of the world? In the US, the only thing that matters in the United States is Verizon. When you think of America, think Verizon. They're synonymous. They go hand in hand. Fuck Verizon. Fuck them. They don't sell it though. Google doesn't promote it and Verizon does it for them. Show me the numbers, Will. Show me the numbers where Verizon outsells everything, everybody. Show me before you start saying all this. Show me the numbers. I want to see on paper how much Verizon is impacting Google's sales, how much Verizon really is making Google look like the premier phone maker. Because from the last I heard, the Pixel is nowhere when it comes to rankings anywhere. If Verizon is so good at what they do, if Verizon is such a big foothold in it, where are the numbers? Why isn't Pixel at the top of the game right now? I don't buy it. I do not buy it. Show me the actual retail numbers of what Verizon is selling and why they deserve to mark up their phones an extra $100. I don't see it. I don't see it. All right. I need to say hi to other people I haven't said hi with. I'll fight Will later. I will fight you later. Jeffrey says, just look at the attention. OnePlus, are you talking about the OnePlus that they sold on Verizon? Is that what we're talking about? All right, Deepak says people who buy Pixels don't go through carriers. Most people don't. Most don't. Phase one, we have 3 people at work with Pixels. Only one was a Verizon user. So here's the thing: we can pluck and like do theoretical or anecdotal stuff or whatever. Unless I see the actual facts on it, like I can't fight this. I can't. Don't even try to pronounce my name, but my take is taking the lazy way with the Verizon deal. Every year, the Pixels are an experiment. Feels like a beta version than actual products. You're right. I think the Pixel 5 is going to be a very refined phone this year, though. I do want to try to pronounce your name, though. Is it Rejan? Zuleku? Rejan Zuleku. Rejan, let me know if I'm even close. But welcome to the stream, unless it's Red John, and I don't know if it is. All right. Joker Tech. I see Joker Tech in here. Joker Tech, what's going on? Just apple juice? Jennifer says, don't ever change. It's hard for me to change. I don't know if I would ever. Prevo. Am I saying that right? Prevo. You recognize you have a choice which company to buy from. Obviously. Do I look stupid? Is there something I'm missing here? Yeah, I recognize I have a choice which company to buy from, but you know the whole point I'm trying to put across here is this adds confusion to the overall package of what Google's trying to sell. Can you imagine now if somebody's trying to buy a Pixel Can you imagine the headache of, well, okay, there's the 4A 5G, and then there's the 5, there's the 4A. Oh, but wait, there's the 4A 5G UW. That's going to be $100 more. Well, why is that $100 more? There, I don't need that confusion. I don't need, I didn't ask to, I didn't want $100 upcharge for the Pixel 5. I would have rather, I can almost guarantee you, ask 100 people who are Pixel enthusiasts, ask 100 people who are Pixel enthusiasts, ask them if they would rather pay $599 for a Pixel 5 without millimeter wave, or would they rather pay $699 with millimeter wave. I can almost guarantee you that those 100 people, the majority of them would rather pay $599 with 5G. You'd still get 5G, but you just wouldn't get the useless millimeter wave, or at least useless in 2020 millimeter wave. Yeah, I recognize I have a choice of which company to buy from. I also recognize that phones are different prices. And that's why, like, I sit here and break down the specs and talk about value, because that's important. Why wouldn't I recognize that? That's such a, hello. Mateo, I just wish there was a 4A 5G with bigger battery and smaller screen, like a Pixel 5 Lite with 6G, no wireless charging and metal body, no 90 hertz at €500. I hear you. I mean, at least we have a couple choices now, right? But no, I feel you on that. Mateo, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. All right, guys, let me see who I haven't said hi to. Paul says, hit the like, folks. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Predictor 2045 is here as well. Every year Pixel experience is a look-like beta version rather than actual products. Agree. That's also hard to disagree with. I did Brian with a super chat. Brian, what's going on, man? Brian, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. As always, welcome, Brian. I know today's Thursday. Brian's at work today. So Brian, thank you for stopping by. I also have a $2 super chat from Joker Tech. Use the super chat for downers, Jerome. So Jerome, thank you, Joker Tech. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Much appreciated, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. As always, thank you for the support, guys. As always, thank you. Will says, Jerome, you need me to make you rage. No, I don't. I am one day on live. I'm just going to have a heart attack. And when I do, you blame it on Will right there. Will D right there. Ryu, Eugene, what's going on, Ryu? How's it going, man? This is as small screens get. The Pixel 5? Is that what you're talking about? I can't wait for the Pixel 5. Is it still worth $700? No, but still. Yeah, days one, $599 without millimeter wave. It's not even available around here. As mentioned before, even having gigabit speeds doesn't mean you'll get it, as it also depends on server side speeds. Thank you, days one. Thank you for bringing some common sense into today's stream. Thank you. Jennifer Cho, what's going on, Jennifer? It would be awesome to see Google come out with a Pixel version of a fan edition phone. They can literally survey their users. I would love that. I just think they could have just done this before they made the goddamn phone. Will, I don't even want to pull up your comment, because I don't know what blabber you're talking about. So look, the 5 has a bigger battery for millimeter wave UW, so buy the 4A 5G. Okay, Will. Okay. Yeah, blame it on Will and Verizon. Hi, Oskin. Yes, I'm sorry, Oskin. I know chat's crazy and I just don't have time to get through everything. I chatted this 100 times. The Pixel 4a is launching on October 17th in India. There you go. At least, so I'm glad it's coming. Oskin. Did you order it already? Did you order it? All right. I'm gonna do this one more time for Will. They gave you a choice and you're choosing to buy the more expensive model. Will says they gave you a choice and you're choosing to buy the more expensive model. Yes, there's a choice. You could buy a $350 Pixel 4a with a slower chipset without an ultra wide camera. You could buy a 4A 5G, which is what I have been pushing to many people as I feel is the best package, because you get the ultra wide camera, you get a 765G chipset, a better chipset, a more powerful chipset. You get 5G if that's something that you're looking for, and it's priced at $500. And then there's the Pixel 5, $700, wireless charging, IP68 dust and water resistance, a smaller form factor, 90 hertz refresh rate, full screen display, ultra wide camera, 765, blah, blah, blah. $700. Here's a better choice. Google could have made the choice to say, we don't want to pay an extra $100, or we don't want to charge our consumers an extra $100. So let's not do millimeter wave. Let's give them 5G so they could still use the actual useful 5G, the actual usable 5G, the 5G that actually matters right now, and let's charge $599. That is a better business decision. That is a better overall look for Google. That would have made a lot more positive articles, I believe, than Verizon did this and Verizon did that. That's the better choice. That's the better choice. I love you, Will. I love you, buddy. But like, fuck Verizon. Yeah, Oskin says, how does the Pixel 5 support the wireless charger? It's a fully aluminum body. I haven't figured that out yet either. I don't know if they've like specified how that works yet. I was so busy yesterday. I haven't even had time to like settle down and figure all this other stuff out. I haven't. But as soon as I find out, I'll share it with you guys. There are a couple other articles that I wanted to talk about today, but we're already in OT, guys. We're an hour and 12 minutes in here. I'm about to oh no. I saw it's like in the corner of my eye, I see Will typing, and then I'm just like, oh, here goes. But then Will's like, oh, it has a cutout and he's being nice. I'm like, okay, never mind. Really quick, everybody, just thank you, first of all, for stopping by. If you haven't had a chance, please hit that thumbs up. It's a way to support. It's a way to continue for me to do what I'm doing. I do appreciate it. For everyone who's already like commented and everything and super chatted, thank you so much. But also, before I continue on here, if you are in the chat, you notice people with green in their name, you notice a red Chicago star next to their name. That's because they are part of the Phone Jerome fam. You can also be part of this fam by clicking this blue join button for as little as 99 cents a month. You'll get a red Chicago star next to your name. You'll get to use custom emoji, and you'll get your name in every single one of the intros and outros of my live streams. Again, you could do so for as little as 99 cents a month by clicking that blue join button. If you can't find that blue join button, you can go to youtube.com/PhoneJerome/join. That's my little marketing thing there. It is a way to support. If you can't support, I totally understand. Times are tough. We don't have as much money as we used to, whatever. I'm just trying to like support what I do, support my living. So if you can support, I do appreciate it. Again, if not, that's why hitting the thumbs up, chatting, hitting the subscribe button is helpful, because it does help support the channel. Plus, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. All right. I have a couple other stories, but we're going to have to save some of these for another day. But the one thing that I want to like talk about, or at least the headlines, and maybe I'll discuss it tomorrow after I actually like take some time and read, is it looks like Google is confirming that the Pixel 5 doesn't have the neural core. I was actually surprised about this. I don't know the reasoning behind it, but it looks like it's not a thing anymore. The Pixel hardware team told Android police that through optimization, it was able to get similar camera performance out of the Pixel 5 Snap 765G chip as it was the Pixel 4's 855 neural core. So it sounds like the omission is no great loss. Okay, we'll be sure to update this article with any information we receive. All right. So there we go. Anyone that's wondering about neural core, there you go. What else do I have here? The 4A, 5G, and 5 offer 3 more exclusive camera features, high-res still photos in time-lapse mode. I'm going to have to read into this later. More framing hints, no notification vibrations. Okay. Oh, and then Google says, we haven't seen the last of Soli and Motion Sense. So where is it going to be coming to? I don't know. Does it mean it's coming into the next phone? Rick Osterloh didn't specify where exactly Motion Sense and Soli could reappear, but he didn't exclude the possibility that we might get it in a phone again. It's more likely that we'll see it in a Nest thermostat that hit the FCC a while back. Okay. All right. Where am I at now? I think I talked a good amount about the Pixel 5. I don't think my stance is going to change anytime soon on that. If you're lucky, if I'm lucky, maybe we'll get a chance to get the phone at a cheaper price here in the States. For people in Canada who are able to get it for $600 US, congratulations. People in the UK who are able to get it at a cheaper price point, or in the UK who are able to get it at a cheaper price point with that free swag, those free headphones or whatever, congratulations. Here in the US, we pay more because of millimeter wave. Is that worth it? No. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that I can't get a better deal for that Pixel 5 that other people now are getting it elsewhere. I'm still getting it. I'm still spending the $700. I still want to see what this phone is capable of. I just know that the thing that gets to me is the fact that other people are able to get it cheaper and I'm not. I think that's the thing that bothers me more than anything else. But it's a plus for everybody else who's able to get it at a cheaper price. I'm thankful that you guys are able to get that without the millimeter wave bullshit $100 premium that they put on the phone. All right, let me just say hi to everyone that I haven't said hi to. All right, Manuel Esparza. Hey, Manuel, how's it going, man? What color is everyone getting? I ordered a green and a black. Yes, I ordered both. All right. Gandex says they ain't sad. They knew what they were doing. Yeah, Keystone Tech. Keystone Tech, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Google's in a sad place with that 5. Yeah, I just don't agree with a lot of this Google Pixel 5 bullshit. Gandex says, where can I get that gold Bulls hat, Jerome? This is like a Chicago artist, like special edition one. You can only get them at Bulls games, but if you're really looking for one, go on eBay. Check them out at eBay. Sometimes they have really good deals on them. I have like every single one that they've released. They've done three seasons now, like 10 or 11 different hats every season. But yeah, check there if that's helpful. Krishna says neural core shouldn't have been removed. Even the 4XL with neural core and 855 and 6 gigs of RAM struggles time to time with heavy camera tasks. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, I don't know what this is gonna like, how it's gonna affect it, what's gonna happen with it, but I guess if we get more info, then I'll be happy to share that as well. But thanks for pointing that out too. These are things that I don't think about as often either. But I appreciate you putting that out, Krishna. Thank you. Jennifer says, I'm looking forward to reviews on the new Chromecast with remote. I still have to order mine. I haven't ordered mine yet. I wonder if I could go to a store and just pick one up. I'd rather do that. Roy J. What's going on, Roy? Welcome to the stream. Price to chipset ratio. You're definitely right, Jerome. I'm always right, Roy. I'm kidding. I'm not always right. But I'm very passionate about how I feel about a lot of stuff. Keystone Tech says, man, I needed me a drink at Google. Is that put that bitch ass phone out? Is that what you're trying to say? Keystone. I told myself I was going to be very calm today and not drop an F-bomb, and I did because Will is just good at having that happen for me. Ed Collins, what's going on, Ed? How you doing, man? Google Home stuff. What's going on, Ed? I want a Chromecast. I want the new Chromecast. That's what I want. Yeah, Jennifer, how did they get it? It was at stores. They just put them on the shelves and people were able to, like, you know, check them out. Zane says, Jerome, did you end up? Yeah, no, I haven't gotten it yet. I'm not getting the Nest speaker because I'm not spending $100 on that. I don't think it's worth it. Do I have any smart home products? Yes. I have 3 Google Home Minis. I have smart lights. My Roomba is smart home activated. I occasionally use IFTTT. I actually have a video on, hold on. 1 second. I have videos on using smart home stuff, but since I was talking about Android Police today, where am I at here? Here's this video from Android Police from February 2018. That's my Google Home. That's my old apartment. You see, I used to be good at video production. Hey, look, there's me. I wait a lot more there. I kind of miss working with Android Police. It's unfortunate that, like, well, I'm not going to get into those details, but yeah, I do. So I do use smart home products. I don't have the regular Google Home anymore. I just use the minis. And like, I don't have them sitting on a counter. I bought a thing that just like attaches it right to the wall so it doesn't like take up space. So, okay. Where am I at here? Fear the Roo says, Jerome, you need a cheese pizza and a beer. No, I want a cheese pizza. I want a pizza, but I want sausage and mushrooms on it. Those are my 2 toppings. We talked about this a couple streams ago. I will take a beer though. I'll definitely take a beer. If any of you are in Chicago, or if any of you come to Chicago, whenever this COVID shit is over, you guys should let me know. We should like do a meetup and like talk and hang out. I think that would be fun. We can all talk about Pixels and other phones and what's worth it and what's not. And then I can finally meet Will and punch him in the face. I'm just kidding. Will. Just kidding. Ted says, it's rumored that Google's only making 800,000 units of the 5. Wow. Really? Where'd you hear that? I had no idea. TK Munz, I was underwhelmed. Underwhelmed about the event, underwhelmed about the Pixel 5, underwhelmed about the price, or what are we talking about here? But TK Munz, welcome. Days One says, what gets me is I can get better hardware with the FE at a cheaper price. Agreed, Days One. Agreed 100%, 1,000%. There's always going to be that argument where people say, well, what about the experience? Yes, I know. What about the cameras? Yes, I know. These are things that make me buy Pixels over and over and over again. But on paper, a lot of these specs are just not up to par when you compare an S20 Fan Edition to the Pixel 5, which again makes me question the price point. Is the value there? Is it worth $700? My answer, no, it's not worth $700. My answer is no, it's not worth $700, but yes, I'm still buying the phone because I'm an idiot. End of story. End of story. All right. I had a lot of other thoughts today. I really should have wrote all these down before I started to rage. I had a lot of really good points to make about value and worth. If I can say anything, well, I can say whatever. This is my stream. But what I want to just keep pushing out to people is I think it's important that we sit here and discuss these price points. I think it's important that we discuss hardware, the software experience, and what's worth it to you. Because even Even today, I got a text from my cousin. So my cousin texted me and asked me about the $399 OnePlus 7T and was like, hey, is this a good deal right now for the price? And I know my cousin. I know what his likes are, what his priorities are. And one, that's performance. Two, battery. Those are the two main things that he likes. He doesn't care much about the camera. He just wants to make sure that he gets good battery and that he's able to use it like straight on, no lag, have it like great performance. That's his thing. And after he asked me at $400, is the OnePlus 7T the best he can buy? And I said, yes. Would I spend $400 on a OnePlus 7T right now? No, I wouldn't, because his priorities are different than my priorities. Right now, for $400, I would rather spend $350 and get the Pixel 4a. Why? Because of the camera, because of stock Android, because of the rear fingerprint reader. But that's me. Those are where my priorities lie. It's different for everybody. It's different for everybody. That's why I talk about the 4A 5G probably being the good middle ground for a phone instead of spending $700 for the Pixel 5. If the Pixel 5 was $600 here in the US, I would recommend that phone to more people. But today, I can't recommend $700 for the Pixel 5 unless your priorities are strictly stock Android, IP68 dust and water resistance, wireless charging, then yeah. But if your priorities are different, then like we have to sit down, talk about it, figure out what the best phone is right for you. All right. I feel like I'm a little more calm at this point. Krishna says, I'm in for the meetup. I want to see you trying to punch. I probably would fail. I am not I'm all talk. I'm a big bark, but no bite. I'm also tiny. I'm a very small guy. Ted says, I'm coming to Chi-Town for a wedding next year. So deep dish pizza. See you then, Jerome. Ted, you got to hit me up for sure. For sure. Definitely. Let me know, Ted. I remember you telling me about that. So let me know. Edgar says, remember, I'll eat everyone's food from those that are fasting. I will too. Team Fry says, Jerome, it's nice having a non-carrier phone. I got my 3A via carrier because I really wanted one that time. With the 4A, though, I went unlocked. And that's how I am. I unlocked for life. I only buy my phones unlocked, except that one time when I bought a OnePlus 6T from T-Mobile because they were like taking $300 off or whatever. But that was the only time I really bought a locked phone. Also, by the way, does anyone want an unlocked OnePlus 6T from T-Mobile? Because I have one and it's just sitting here doing nothing. I don't know where it is. I got to get rid of these other phones. I'm about to spend $1,000 on an iPhone 12 Pro, and I just spent $1,400 on 2 Pixel 5s, and I'm going to buy the 4A 5G. Does anybody want to buy some phones? Like, I need to get rid of some of my inventory. Ishmael Harden, what up? What up, Ishmael? Nice to have you, man. Nice to see you stop by. We're on the tail end here, but thank you for stopping by. Zane says, Jerome, did you hear about the new Surface 12.5 laptop? Got released today. It's starting at $549. I don't know anything about it, Zane. I would need some time to take a look. I'm so far behind on everything because my other YouTube channel is really starting to pick up at this point, and I'm trying to do 4 videos a week. So like that takes up so much of my time. And then I have these streams and then cutting these streams up into clips. I also work as a photographer. I'm also a social media marketer for a good number of clients. I have a lot going on. But no, I haven't seen it. Maybe I'll take a second if I can and read into it. All right. Yeah, Will says I would never fight Jerome. Yeah, no, like Will's good at the thing I love about Will is also equally as opinionated. And by opinionated, I think more passionate than anything else. He feels a very certain way about things. Like when Will was sitting there saying, but Verizon is the reason that the Google Pixel is a thing. And like, I know Will isn't saying that to like get under my skin. Will says that because he means it. He really thinks that without Verizon, there would be no Google Pixel, or at least Google Pixel wouldn't be as big as it is today if it wasn't for Verizon. And Will might be right. I don't want to believe it because, one, I hate Verizon, and two, I just don't know if their impact is as big. But like, Will has a point. He really does have a point. Will also brings up the point of, well, then just buy the 4A 5G. Stop bitching and buy the 4A 5G. And that's how I read it. That's how I read it. I look at it as that. I know that's what he means, but I also want to just keep pushing the point that I don't like that $700 price point. To know that it's $600 in Canada and not the US, because in the US they added millimeter wave, gets me upset. That upsets me, that Verizon had so much pull that they were able to get them to add that millimeter wave that no one's going to use and charge an extra $100 on that. All right. Fear the Roo says, not coming back to the Windy City. Last time Mrs. Fear the Roo and I were there, got $200 worth of toll fees. They say we blew through 200. You know, you're able to fight that, right? That happens all the time. They charge you like it's happened to me, but we did get a pick on Wrigley Field. So I guess there's that. Wrigley Field is the best. Wrigley's the best. I went to watch a Red Sox versus Cubs game back in the day in Boston. I went to Fenway because everyone talks about Fenway and what is it? The Red Monster or whatever they call it. And then I got there and I'm like, like it's not Wrigley. I'm very biased. Obviously, I'm very biased. Isaiah says also might be controversial, but what are your feelings in quote unquote infamous leaker John Processor? I've heard some things, but try to stay neutral since he's been somewhat accurate at times. Isaiah, I know nothing about him. I just like calling him John Intel Processor. I don't know if a lot of people know this. Maybe you guys don't. I don't watch a lot of other YouTube channels, or I don't watch a lot of other I don't watch a lot of other tech YouTubers. I don't. And it has nothing to do with them. I just don't find the content as entertaining anymore. It always seems like the same thing. And sometimes when I watch people talk, when they talk about phones, I sit there and I'm like, do they mean what they say? Did they really test the phone out? Are they really using it the way I would use a phone? That's what I get when I watch some of these other channels. And I don't talk about everybody like that. I don't think everybody's that way. Obviously, everybody's not that way. I just know that I am a certain way. And sometimes I try not to watch other things because I don't want to get swayed. I don't want them to say something where I'm like, oh yeah, that's how I should feel. And I don't want to feel that way. So I don't know much about him. I don't know. The only two big YouTubers that I really know is MKQHF and what's his face? Unbox guy. And then Dave Lee. I like Dave Lee. I think he's pretty genuine. I think he's legit, but yeah, I don't really know anyone else. I mean, I know like the little circle of tech YouTubers that I do appreciate. Like I love Grant S. Grant is a great YouTuber. Will loves to talk tech. Will's not really a YouTuber, but you know, he'll join in on the streams. Mobile Geezer, George, Mike, Joker Tech. That's my circle. Those are my guys. They've always been around. Tana's great too. I'm trying to think. I'm trying not to. Ted also. Ted Talks. Sorry, Ted. I love you too. No, but yeah. I just don't watch a lot of tech YouTubers. What do I watch on YouTube? I watch a lot of people play Rocket League. I watch a lot of people eat. I watch a ton of eating videos. For somebody that only eats 3 times a week, I watch them so I can like live vicariously through the way they eat. Anyway, where am I at here? Jay Mill is in here. What's good, everyone in Rome? What's going on, Jay Mill? Jay Mill, did you not link to Discord? I gave you that link. Did it expire? If it did, let me know. I'll send you another link. MKQHF, that's his name, right? Did I get that right? Aiden says, all right, I got to run. Aiden, have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, Team Vari. That's right. Team Vari also. Check out Team Vari. There are a lot of other YouTubers on here, tech YouTubers that come in here and appreciate my work. And I try to show them love as well. Yeah. Also check out Team Vari for sure. There are a lot of legit people. I'm not trying to take away I'm not trying to take away anything from anyone. I just sometimes when I see the big YouTubers, the big tech YouTubers, I just don't know how much trust I have in their opinions when it comes to stuff. And like that's fair. I know those guys don't give a fuck about me. You think MKQHL whatever cares? No, he doesn't know who I am. Maybe he's heard of me, but like whatever. So like and I'm not trying to discredit them. Like props to them, props to what they're doing. I just know I work and operate in a different way. And usually that way is very, very unbiased, but with a biased way. Obviously, I'm a Pixel fanboy, but I just think differently. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, there you go. MKQHQ. There you go. You're right, Edgar. That's correct. Krishna says, Dave is good. He reminds me of you a lot, but you're both unique and honest. Thank you, Krishna. Yeah, I think, you know what's funny? When I watch Dave Lee, I think I could have the same demeanor as Dave Lee if I sat here and was just kinder and quieter and nicer. Like imagine if I was Dave Lee right now. Imagine if I was Dave Lee. This is my impersonation of Dave Lee doing a stream. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to today's stream this afternoon. Today is Thursday, October 1st. Happy October, everyone. Today we're going to talk about the Pixel 5 and why I think that $700 just might be a little bit too much for the Pixel 5. Yeah, it could be. It could probably be a little cheaper. You know, this whole millimeter wave thing with Verizon, it's crazy. I just don't think Google made the right move using Verizon to mark up $100 for a phone. Why would they do that? No disrespect. He's very like calm and like collected and yeah. All right. Where am I at? Team Bry says, Jerome, this channel is a breath of fresh air. I appreciate that, Team Bry. Thank you. Hero Plane, what's going on, Hero Plane? How you doing, man? As I am living in Israel, I bought it from a forward shipping site. It'll cost me a lot after taxes, around $1,000. Oh, you got a Pixel 5, $1,000? I feel stupid, but still proud. That green color was too tempting. Hero Plane, let me know how you like it. I think you'll still be happy with it. I get it. You really want that phone. You're not able to get it elsewhere. I don't blame you. It is a lot of money though, but you know what? You're going to buy what you want. So hopefully you enjoy that purchase. Hero Plane, you'll have to keep me posted on your purchase and how you like it. Bean Juice, what's going on? I think I said hi to you earlier. Dave and Brownlee are my favorite. Who's Brownlee? Dave Lee? Yeah, but I like Dave Lee a lot. Who's Brownlee? Okay. So yeah, that pretty much sounds like Dave Lee. Fan of Juan Bagnell too. There you go. Like Jerome, he doesn't just regurgitate opinions. He'll go against the norm and just be balls honest. Yeah. I think there are a lot of people out there that have a very unique perspective. And I think that's important, especially when there are just so many people that sometimes I just don't know who I trust and who I don't. So, okay, guys, I think, where am I at here? Yeah, that's it. I think I'm done at this point. Guys, there is still a good amount of people here, but we are way over the time period. I need to kind of like relax today, and I can't really relax. I have more work to do. So with that being said, this is TNT Joe 5 for today, October 1st. Happy October, everyone. Happy pumpkin spice latte, cream, sugar on top. Add a little Splenda, stevia, other sugar substitutes, and enjoy your October. Is anybody dressing up for Halloween? Is anybody dressing up for Halloween? Anybody? I'm dressing up for Halloween, but I don't want to tell you who I am. I want people to guess. One second. Oh, you guys aren't going to know. I was going to say, with this hat looks so big. You guys aren't going to know. Maybe you would. This hat is part of my Halloween costume, okay? So if you can guess who I'm going to be for Halloween, props to you. That's all I'm putting there. Otherwise, guys, that's all I got for today. Tomorrow, come back 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. We'll do it all over again. TNT Joe-Fi, tech news that Jerome Ortega finds interesting. If you haven't had a chance, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, hit the bell notification if you want to know when I start streaming. We'll do it all over again tomorrow. I think I don't have anything else to say. The last thing, fuck Verizon. Bye, guys.